everybody, welcome back. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. So today I have 3 different 2022 planner inserts from Infinite Lotus that I wanted to share with you guys because I have been absolutely loving these and they're all fairly new to me. I've been using them for at least a few months, if not half of the year by now, and I feel like each of these has really helped me to feel more organized in different ways. And every year I usually use the same planner inserts, so I kind of switched up my year with these and I've been really loving them. So I will have all of them linked down below if you want to read more about each of the inserts, and you can also get more details on each of them on the Infinite Lotus website, and you can also use my new coupon code, which is Maddie8. So I am still in my beige Croco from VDS. I absolutely love this planner. This is definitely a stay-at-home planner for me. I really don't like to take it out of the house with me, but that doesn't bother me at all because I do most of my planning at home, and I also have tons of other notebooks and notepads that I use if I am not at home, and I usually have one in my purse and just with me at all times. Opening up my agenda, we will go right into my first insert, which is my weekly spread. And this year I am using a week on 2-page planner spread. I have usually used a weekly overview on 1 page, but I found that I needed a little bit more space this year to plan on a week on 2 pages, so I've been loving this one. So these planner inserts have a week on 2 pages. On the left hand side you have a horizontal weekly, and these are dated, so I have the full year's worth in my planner. And it does take up a significant chunk of my planner, but I actually don't mind since the rings are so big on these. So like I said, this side is a horizontal weekly spread, and then this side is just full of lists and notes. There's 3 priorities, a aligned this week section, 2 long task lists, and then a aligned memo section. And I've been using these all year long, and they are super spacious, so you can fit everything that you need for your weekly plan within these inserts. And I really like them for that reason. I feel like I can really plan in full with these inserts, and I don't really need any external planning supplies when I use these inserts, although I do love like notepads and sticky notes and things like that, and I will still use them, but I don't really need them as a supplement with these inserts. So all of my date-specific tasks or deadlines or appointments will go on the left-hand side in the dated section, and I usually add some sort of sticker or I highlight those tasks to make them stand out a little more. And within this section, I also kind of split each day into 2 sections, as you see here, and you can see even better on this page. So all of these items over here are usually either work-related or appointments or deadlines, and then over here I go back in later in the day or I plan out more personal things. So if I want to take the dog somewhere, or if we have like a social event, it usually goes on this side. So that's just kind of how I like to use these, so I can kind of separate out what has to be done, what's the most important priority for the day, and what other fun things can I add in for myself throughout the week. And then over here, I always add in my top 3 priorities, and depending on the week that kind of changes. It might be my top 3 focuses, or my top 3 tasks or to-dos or projects or whatever it is. I just like to add in kind of my top focuses for the week there. For the this week section, it kind of depends how I use it. Sometimes I might put in a really important appointment or project or something that I'm working on. Otherwise, I usually just kind of use it to set the tone for the week. So I might put in a quote, or like this week in specific, we had really good weather. It was going to be the best weather that we had so far this year. So I made a note of that so I could remind myself to get outside, to make plans, and take the dogs out and just do fun things and enjoy the weather. And then for these 2 sections, I usually split these up between work or like most important projects, or if I have something that's kind of consuming my week, I usually put that in the number 1 section, and then the number 2 section is usually personal, home, household things that have to get done. And then down here in the lined note section, I use it differently kind of every week. So for some weeks I use it for gratitude, other weeks I use it for specific lists. If I have like a specific project I'm working on and I've already filled up the space up here, I might bring a list down into this section. Otherwise, I might not use it at all, and if I don't use it at all, I usually come back at the end of the week when I'm going to plan the following week and I just write in some sort of highlight or something fun that we did or my favorite point in the week. Okay, the next insert is a daily plan insert, and I have it in my schedule section. So I switched up my sections a little bit, so now my dailies are all in this first schedule section, and my weekly plan are in the plans section. These dividers are also from Infinite Lotus, so it has schedule, plans, finances, projects, vision, and miscellaneous. So I've got dailies, my weeklies, a little bit of a finance section, projects, note inserts, and miscellaneous. I don't have anything in miscellaneous, just my page lifter. So my daily section is a little bit different from my weekly section in the sense that I have a bunch of different dailies in this section, and they're all undated. So I have different layouts, and I just grab whichever layout I feel like works best for my day. So for example, if I have like a really like schedule time oriented day, I'll use one of these that have a pre-timed schedule. So I've been using these meal planning dailies a lot recently, and I find them to be super helpful for really busy days because when I'm super focused on something or I'm out of the house for a long period of time, I always forget to eat, and sometimes I forget to drink water, and that usually gives me a headache. I found these inserts to be really helpful for me because I can go ahead and plan out my meals, and I try to meal prep every week, so it just kind of is a reminder for me to eat what I have in the fridge and that I have things already laid out for me, ready to go. So these inserts have your top 3 priorities, a today section, and then you have this super long task list, which is really, really nice. And these also have self-care, which I love. I think that's a really important feature. And the schedule section is a little bit more condensed on these, and it's not timed, which I actually really like for certain days because sometimes I like to block my time. So when there's a like predetermined schedule section, it's usually hourly, which is great for some days, but there are other days where I just want to be able to time block a little bit differently. And so with these inserts, I'm allowed to do that, and it also has the meals and the self-care, so I just feel like it's a really good insert, and I've been using these a lot lately. So these are just a few of my spreads, but I've been really enjoying these, and I feel like they've been really helpful for me. So I wanted to share them with you guys. If you're looking for a new daily plan, these are a little bit different, but I think they're super, super helpful. And finally, we're gonna move to my finance section to talk about the next inserts, which are a monthly kind of list insert, which are super, super useful. So I have these inserts in 2 different sections in my planner. I have one in my finance section, and then I have another one in my project section. And I have an entirely separate financial planner, so I don't have a lot of financial information in my finance section. It's only a few pages thick right here, but I really wanted a place to add in dates of like recurring bills or like auto payments. So that's what I have here, and I like this because I can see my month in a list format. And these are undated, so you can use multiple of these per month, or you can use them whenever you need a little bit of extra monthly planning space. I just went ahead and added a title up here at the top, and then on this side I have all of my like payments that just automatically come out, and then these are paydays and different payments that I might receive. So I just wanted to have a version of my finances in this planner. So for me, this is super nice to just have a little snapshot of my finances in this planner, just to reference dates in case I need it. But where I've really been using these and loving these is in my project section. So these are actually really new to me. I only got these like 2 months ago, but I have been absolutely loving them for the last 2 months that I've used them. And I've been using these for campaign planning and tracking. And I love these for that specific type of planning or tracking because you can list everything out from top to bottom, but it's still in a monthly view, so you can quickly access the dates and put everything in by date, which I personally really like. That way I don't have to use a notebook and number out my page. And I also feel like for this type of planning, I don't like a standard monthly spread because a lot of this is really like content focused. So I'm writing in multiple tasks instead of just marking days and adding in a couple of words for each day. I feel like this layout just works so much better for what I'm using it for. So I've just been using this as kind of a running list, and then I'll just highlight any dates or any like important information. But I found this to be really, really helpful for seeing my month in a list format versus like a standard monthly view. And for me, this just helps me kind of like chronologically go through each of these tasks and plan better, and then be able to track these things better as well. So I've been loving these, and honestly, I feel like this is just a cool monthly insert to try if you're looking for an additional monthly insert, or if you need a little bit of extra space, or if you're planning out some sort of project or a wedding or a baby shower or anything that's going to take up a good chunk of your time. And that way you can kind of check off each day as you get things done. So yeah, those are just a few of my favorite inserts for 2022 that are kind of out of my normal realm of inserts. I always use a monthly and a daily and a weekly, but these are a few different insert layouts that I've tried that I've really liked, so I wanted to share them with you guys in case you're looking to switch things up. I know a lot of people, including myself, like to check in at the middle of the year and just kind of reevaluate, add new inserts, take inserts out that aren't working well for you. So hopefully this gives you a good idea of some things you may want to add to your planner, or just a different way to think about planning. And let me know what your favorite inserts are. I love to hear recommendations from you guys too. Before I go, I just want to take a moment to recommend a class on Skillshare called Modern Money Habits: 5 Steps to Build the Life You Want. This class is taught by Justin Bridges, who is a fashion and portrait photographer based out of New York, and he also studied finance and economics in college. He provides 14 video lessons related to finance from his unique perspective as someone who left his career on Wall Street to run his own successful photography business. It's a beginner level class, so this is a great place to start if you're new to Skillshare. And one of my favorite features on Skillshare are the learning paths. So if you're getting started on a specific topic, you can choose a learning path that best reflects your goals, and Skillshare will automatically queue up classes that will further you on your learning path. There are no ads, so there won't be any interruptions, and they're always launching new classes, so there's always something new to explore. All you have to do is join with my link below or use the code MadyPlans to get a 1-month free trial. And with your free trial of a premium membership, you'll get access to all of the different topics, everything from marketing, graphic design, self-care, productivity, and everything in between. And then just make a point to sit down for 10 to 15 minutes a day to learn something new. And honestly, I feel like this is such a great way to dive into new topics and really broaden your skill set. I definitely have a ton of classes that have really benefited me, so I wanted to pass it along to you guys. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead of you, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!